Welcome back. Guess what we have another of? Another shelf. Yay! Woo! Wahoo! Shelf. Okay, so cube. Looks like we got. Let's actually go 3/4 because we're gonna do things a little bit differently. This one is very funky shaped, like the rest were kind of square, but I think this one's gonna be a little bit more tricky. So we're gonna go, should we do it all at once or one piece at a time? You know what, actually let's try going all at once. 25 inches is the height, and then I forgot what I was gonna say, but do top down. I gotta measure again. Whoops. So we're gonna actually, let's see, inset this face. How much depth do we want? Three eighths. Oh. Three. What? No, what is happening? Let's not do that. 3, 8. No. 0.375. There we go. And then we're going to move this to where it needs to be, which is actually towards the end here. This is actually going to close the gap quite a bit. Then that looks about right. And then we're going to extrude 3/4 of an inch. Nice. Sorry about all the skipping. I've just been just a little loud right now. What's next? So we have this. Let's actually do this front part really quick. So I'm going to go ahead and add a loop cut. I'm going to bring this out, and I'm just going to bevel it. There, that's done. Look at that. Nice and easy. Let's actually finish the shape. So I think I actually need to bring this out more and bring this down more. Yeah, let's bring it down more to the full length, and then we can add the additional stuff. So I went ahead and added our loop cuts. So I'm just gonna adjust this shape, and then we'll work on this interior. I've been having a lot of interruptions, and I'm also just trying to figure out how I'm supposed to do this. So I guess that's why I'm not talking a whole lot. Why I'm also skipping a lot. So I'll try and slow it down a bit because I don't want to do that. I want to show the process properly. Okay, from the looks of it, we actually need to move this over. Wait, not that one. Not that one. But that looks right. It does look right. No, where's that gap too small? I don't know. I'm gonna move it over like 1/4 inch. Move both these sides in 1/4 inch. Then it looks like we got times, how thick is that? 3. So it looks like we need to make 7 cuts. 6, 7. Proportions look more like 6. If we go 6, this should be the outermost. This is a little bit more complex, so I can't really do a lot of math. This should be aligned with there. I've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. How tall is it? It looks taller than that. It looks like 4. Maybe 4, 5? 5 feels too tall. Then we're gonna move this out. We're gonna extrude this out, probably about there. And then these, we're gonna add another loop cut here. Add, we're gonna edge slide it, -0.2. Yes. Loop cut here, -0.2. And we should be able to take what remains. Actually, we need another loop cut there. Does that look? Another edge slide 0.2. 1.2. Take this. Take this. Then actually, instead of doing that, let's actually add a loop cut here. Are these aligned? No, they're not. So let's, actually those are pretty aligned. Let's straighten that out. We go there, 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 there. Yeah, that looks right. There, there, here, here. Okay, there's that. Now we've got like a little bit left. So this actually, did I really just say My brain was like, hey, you should say a meme thing here. I'm like, no, you shouldn't say a meme thing here. And I'm like, okay, so I'm just left with an awkward, which would have been an actually, but now it's just an awkward Oh, nice. Actually, we want this, and we're gonna close this gap because this back is actually a little bit funky. This back is actually just like a really thin piece of plywood, so I'm gonna assume this is mostly open. Right, that's looking good. Does it feel about right? I think the drawer needs to be a bit bigger, so I think we need to move this midsection down. But let's do, how am I going to do this? Because this marks the start of the thing. So my inhales are not very pleasant. So I'm actually going to go here. Let's move this up. Now we're going to take all of this and we're going to extrude it out a smidge, like that. Then we're going to take this and we're going to put a loop cut, the 2 loop cuts. We can edge slide those later. I'm going to take this one, move it in, this one, here to here. Looks like we go a little bit out and down like that. And then this one, we can probably leave it as, but let's move this down. Then we're going to add a bevel like that. Let's actually move it up a little bit more, like so. See how that looks? Does that look about right? No, not quite. It's close though. So let's actually move this way up. Now if we add a bevel, that looks closer, but still not quite. Let's actually move this way up. Hey, don't do that. Go down, bevel, forward, down, back, bevel, decrease that. That's better. Then we move this down. Actually, no, then we just bevel this. There, that looks better. Oofta, that was a little tricky. Now let's move this down. So let's go to wireframe, take all these faces, and then we just move it down until that feels about right. Go back up a little bit. If there was a drawer there, let me see. Yeah, that looks better. That looks better. And actually, I just noticed a small detail. So we're going to add a loop cut, double loop cut there, double loop cut there, 0. And we're going to take this, these two edges, make sure we're mirrored, and move them in and add a little bit of a bevel. There, and then I actually added another loop cut along the cross, the height of what it's supposed to be. And I think that's it. Yeah, I don't think there's any more bevels that I can see. Oh, actually there's one more. We need to fix this edge and we need to add a back. So if I do this, go here, control click, control click, control click, control click, control click. Hopefully that doesn't break anything. Then we go, nope. Then we go, let's see if that does anything. Say extrude along the x-axis. Yeah, there we go. And just smidge. You feel that. Yeah. Though this is a little, I'm gonna fix this up real quick. All right, here's for the tricky finale. So we're gonna do a loop cut, I think 2. This one is going to be where no. This and this, and we're going to scale it inward a bit. Yeah. I don't know what's up with that. Delete that. We'll fix that later if it breaks anything. Okay, now we're going to take this, and then we're going to bevel it a teensy bit. And this bevel, take this, go into here, and this will become another bevel. This will become another bevel that goes into the finish, but the finish needs to be straight. It's not right, and I'm out of time for now. So it looks like I'm gonna have to go through and fix this later. Actually, yeah, I want to get back from what I'm doing. I won't be able to record any of it, but just so you know, this is supposed to go L, then this goes in, and then it comes straight down. So we'll have to do that. I'm actually gonna Control Z all this so I have a better foundation to work with. Bye.